guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm here with my sister, also known as your guys' favorite guest. You guys love when we have her on the channel. So today we're gonna be doing a part like 2 or 3 to like 3 or 4 of girl talk. So you guys obviously love these where we answer girl talk questions, so I thought we'd bring it back for you guys whenever we're together, and we'll try to find some fresh questions we haven't answered before. Well, let's start off strong. Someone wants to know if you have a boyfriend. Does Samantha have a boyfriend?
I do at the moment, yes.
She's a new boyfriend. How long have you guys been together?
Not very long at all, so it's kind of weird talking about it. But
wait, how long has it been?
Only like 4 months.
That's still like good. You got over like the 3-month mark. I'm yet to meet this guy, but she does have a boyfriend. Okay, someone wants to know, what was the first song of Jess's that made you realize she was talented?
I don't know if I think there's like more of the recent. No, I mean, I obviously always knew you were talented, but I think when you came out with some bangers, I was like, oh, like I didn't expect that.
Like you were like, maybe she could actually do this.
Yeah, I don't know if it was an exact song, like which exact song, but like just like sometimes when you show me new songs, I'm like, oh, those are fire. Like,
guys, I actually showed her some last night and she said they were like her favorite ones yet. So
no, she's coming out with some fire.
Stay tuned. There's also something we're really excited about that I can't talk about, but there'll be a song coming out.
Oh my god,
with someone soon.
It's gonna catch y'all on your toes.
So stay tuned. Okay, this one says, tell a secret about something you and your sister did that you didn't tell your parents about. We weren't like bad kids.
Yeah. Also, I feel like if either of us did something, we would keep it a secret. Like there was no teamwork on it too much.
I'm trying to think if there was anything that they wouldn't know about.
We actually used to like, I was kind of a snitch for a little bit.
Yeah, there was like an age gap, so like if I did something I wasn't supposed to, she probably would tell mom and dad. And then I feel like by the time you became cool, like I was probably like moving out. I'm trying to think if there's anything that like we did that mom and dad wouldn't know. Are we that lame? We didn't do anything. Like
we didn't
like sneak out or like.
We were honestly really good kids. Like I feel like our parents weren't too strict, but they also weren't like crazy lenient, so we just got the perfect amount of like just good kid.
Yeah,
without having to sneak out.
I don't think we did anything like behind our parents' backs. I really don't think we did.
Not really.
Sorry, we're lame, guys. Okay, someone asked, do you recommend period disc over tampons? I was just telling her last night that I started using the discs. I'm a little bit torn, okay? Like, I do really like them because I was telling her I love that when you put them up, there's no string. So if you have to go to the bathroom, it's a lot more sanitary. You don't feel like you have to like change it every time you go to the bathroom. Or, you know, if you don't, like you know, just like feeling, I don't know, that's always like icks me if I have to pee and like don't take the tampon out. So like there's that. So I like that aspect of it, that's just like way more cleanly and there's not a string and you can leave it in way longer. So I love that, and it holds like more if you're like a heavy bleeder. But what I don't love about it is like when you pee, it'll like self release, which is like nice that it empties, but then I feel like it just sketches me out that I'm gonna like self-release it while doing something. Like if I wear it to the gym or I'm stretching, like am I gonna let it like empty while I'm stretching? That kind of freaks me out. Or if you go to the bathroom, I feel like there's still some like, you know, there's probably some blood still like in your lining that's gonna come down, so I wouldn't trust to wear them on like nice clothes that I'm worried about staining. So there's that aspect. Or one other thing, I feel like if I'm like on my last day and I'm like barely bleeding, I feel like there's not as much like lubrication to like put it up, and like putting a tampon in is just like easier when I'm not like, that makes sense, like it's a little harder to get up. So there's like there's pros and cons to it. I'm like a little bit torn, so I kind of still have my tampons. I use my discs when I can because I feel like they are better for you. They don't have the toxins, all the things wrong that are, you know, you hear about tampons, but then they do have some negative sides. She doesn't have periods, so, but you just use tampons, right?
Before, yeah.
I should give you one so you could try it if you have a period next time.
What do you do when you're on your period and everything itches down there? Doesn't it bug you? I'm afraid I don't think I experience.
The only time I feel like I really get itchy down there is like if I've shaved, and it's like, there's like a certain phase where like when it starts growing back where I feel like it can get itchy.
Honestly, my answer to this is I would maybe talk to your doctor about it, just because.
Yeah, if it's happening on your period, like I don't know if
regularly, I've never even heard of that, so I think that maybe.
But like I wouldn't be afraid. Like I feel like if it happens on your period, I feel like that means like it might be maybe like hormonal or
yeah, I would just talk to your doctor about that because they'd probably like be able to help you out.
You know, if you have that, maybe comment down below so you guys can chat about it.
Yeah, maybe someone has found a solution to that.
The dog's gonna be the star of the show.
Who was each of your girls' celebrity crushes growing up?
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
But I was too embarrassed to admit that it was my crush, so I would blame it on her. We had like a poster in the room because I liked him too, but I would like tell her that she should kiss it, and I tried to take like a video of her like kissing Justin Bieber, and I would just like blame like the crush on her, like, oh, we have that up on the wall because Samantha has a crush.
When I was little, she made me make out with the poster and she posted it on her Snapchat story.
I thought it was so funny. That's actually so mean, I'm sorry. Okay, you might be good to answer this one. They said, how do you deal with severe cramps? I suffer with really horrible cramps.
So the best thing, it sucks about this is I feel like there's not a lot of like help in like women's health when it comes to things like that, which really sucks. I would definitely recommend getting on that IUD, a hormonal IUD, one that will stop your period so you don't have to go through cramps at all, hopefully. I mean, you'll still get some, but that's what I did, and it's helped a lot.
Yeah, I actually don't know if this, like, I was telling her she should try this. I saw on someone's story that they talked about like oyster pills can help women like have a better sex drive, but they also are really known to also help you not have period cramps. So if you are someone that has really bad cramps, you could also try that, like maybe look into oyster pills because apparently they can help alleviate that pain every month. How did you feel that Jessica got married at 18?
I mean, I think it was, Sam was like, got introduced into my life as when I was pretty young, so it was very
Wait, how
normal.
old were you? So
I was like 14.
No, I was 14.
That
means you were 10.
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, so Sam's been like in the family for a long time, so it was super normal.
Maybe I was 15 by the time I actually brought him home. So maybe you might have been 11, but still.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I mean, I had Edna hair at the time. That was the crazy point of my life. Anyways.
That's crazy, Tom.
Yeah, it wasn't really that crazy just because she was also the first one to get married, so she kind of set the standard. Not like the standard, but you know, like
there wasn't like a precedent, is that the word? Like there was.
Yeah, like there was nothing that I was like used to. Like I hadn't really seen anyone get married. I was super young, so it was like, oh, like my sister's getting married at 18. Like
you were also talking about this though. Like Sam and I met at 14, which means our little brother would literally have to meet his wife if he was having like a similar situation, which just seems so crazy,
weird. Like
so wild,
so weird.
And you would literally have to already be married.
I would have been married last year, which I'm nowhere near ready for, so.
Isn't that crazy? It's weird. But at the time, I think because we were together for 4 years, like it just like made sense for us. But it's definitely not something that makes sense for everyone. So I'm glad that you didn't feel like rushed to have to like, you know, follow that.
How to not get a UTI the first time. I think she might be implying like when you have sex for the first time, but
I feel like you're always at risk for getting that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's for your first time. I feel like that's just like all the time. I actually struggle with getting like chronic UTIs like all the time. I like got them ever since I was super little. This is like a hidden thing that not a lot of people know about, and I know that so many girls struggle with UTIs, like so many. Like I'm always meeting new friends and like they're like always like, I have a UTI. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me put you on. We all know that the cranberry pills don't do shit. So basically what I had to do, because I was getting them so like bad all the time, I went to the doctors, you know, multiple times, and I was like, is there anything I can like be taking, or is there anything that can help with this, because these are so bad. And like I was having to stay for school all the time.
Our mom also like gets them.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's more of probably like a genetic thing to
but I've never had one.
Really? Ever?
But I've also never not peed after sex, like ever, or religiously go pee. But I don't think that's like why you have
no them. Yeah, because I would do the same thing. The thing is like, so I found out from my doctor the reason why some girls are more prone to them, like myself, is because our urinary tract is super small, so the bacteria can travel a lot like faster, or like to the bad parts like easier, you know. And so, which is the reason why boys don't get them as often. It's obviously because their urinary tract's a lot longer than girls on average. So basically I got this like antibiotic I could take daily, or whenever I was sexually active, or just whenever I felt like I was gonna get a UTI, and that really changed the game for me. I would go talk to your doctor about getting on a special
and if you're just like worried about it, I think that's like the biggest tip to, and unless you start having issues like her, is just to pee after sex. I feel like that's like the most common thing people say.
Yeah, and like shower.
Yeah, you just
before and after, or get like wipes for down there,
because it's just the bacteria that can like, yeah, like why do they say it like that? Just, oh, I guess that cleans out the tract. Did your sister ever catch you and Sam making out or doing anything worse? Did you ever see us kissing when you were young?
I don't know, as soon as I see anything I always kind of just like, ooh, look away.
Well, did you? I don't think, did you?
No, I don't think so.
Why does it take 5 girls to go to the bathroom?
I feel like girls are gonna be the ones that are watching this video though.
I know, but if you're a man and you want to know, it doesn't. I feel like it's just like
I feel like it's just
like a bonding time.
It's like a built-in thing. Like you just go to the bathroom. It's just like a girl thing, and like it's a safe thing. Like
I feel like it's like it's like a thing girls do. Like, I think that you do it with
know,
like close
girls
friends.
don't like to be really alone. Like we're more like vulnerable people. Like we like to take our friends kind of just on errands. Where guys will usually do errands.
But I feel like you only take them if you're going to pee. Like if you have to poop, you're not taking.
Oh, I'm taking mine.
Well, like close friends. But if you were just like going with like a girl to the bathroom, like I feel like it'd have to be like my best friend to go poop in the bathroom with them.
Oh yeah, I make mine stand in the stall with me.
I think Cassidy's the only person.
Jessica's the only person I can do that with too. But like I can't do it without her. It's
not
like,
me, it's her. Well, you probably poop with me, maybe.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Would you be able to?
Yeah. I feel like I would. I feel like, wait, this is so weird. Okay, continuing on. How often is it normal to queef?
What?
Wait.
That's probably an easy Google search. Like, I'm not.
Wait, you should search.
Why are you trying to get our average? Like,
wait, can you search it? I want to know.
I have my phone.
Where's your phone?
A few times a week or even multiple times a day.
Wait, I just have a question. Queefing isn't like you actually having air come from there. It's like air that slips up there, right? And then comes back out. Like you're not, like a fart comes from like your intestines. But like a queef, I think is just air going up.
Yeah, it just got stuck, I think.
Yeah, like I don't think air like travels like from your body out. So it's like, yeah, I think that's why you have them more after kids, is because like things are a little bit more stretched, so air can like more easily get up there and then it comes out and can make noise. Heard it here, guys. A couple times a day, it seems like the max. That's normal.
How well did you guys get along when you were younger? So,
Shanna's very passionate about this question.
Well, we actually didn't get along really well until I feel like I got into like 5th grade, 6th grade.
Okay, I feel like we had our moments though, because you would always make me crack up. Like I feel like we like had moments, but then it was we had to share a room, and I think if we didn't have to share a room, we wouldn't have had half the fight.
Yeah, but I feel like we also wouldn't have been as close.
I don't know. I also feel like distance makes the heart grow fonder. Like I feel like we were in our bubble. Like we were in a very small room that like had a lot of stuff in it, and I feel like whenever I had a friend over and I wanted like private time with my friend, I couldn't have that, right, and she would like try to listen to us, and I feel like I didn't have privacy.
Okay, listen to him. I just like wanted, as a younger sister, you want to be like the older girls. You want to be just like your older sister. So I would always.
You gotta let your sister have like
1000%, but that I wasn't like just trying to.
So I feel like I would end up being mean to her because she wouldn't leave us alone, and
she would say some crazy things. When she was in middle school, during that time, she was a devil.
What?
Oh my god, yeah. I remember, I think it was because you were with your toxic ex-boyfriend too, and it just was, you were always in like a bad mood, low-key.
Yeah, he was definitely a bad influence. But we came out on the other side, so that's all that matters. But no, I feel like we had our moments. Like I look back on our Snapchats and you were so funny. Like I remember us like laughing all the time about things. Okay, this is not sponsored, but do you want to read that one and tell them what you just got me to try again?
What do you use for acne? Oh, I told her to get on Curology, because if you followed, like if you were a subscriber to my old YouTube channel, you know that I cared a lot about skincare, and I've done a lot of research on skincare, and I used to have like a million different products, break them down and like customize my own skincare routine all the time. But then I was just like, I just want one product that can have all the ingredients in one that I really need for my skin, and I don't want to like get too carried away and too excited with the products and overdo it and then break my skin barrier, and then that's so many other issues. So I got her, well, you actually were the first person to get on Curology, and then you stopped, and then
yeah, I had Curology for a long time. I don't remember why I stopped.
I think you just didn't want to pay for it anymore.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't really remember why I stopped. I think there's like a long time, and like I feel like your skin does need like breaks from things, or like I don't know, like I don't know. I was literally like 4 years ago I started it, and then eventually I stopped using it.
Anyways, yeah, so I got back into Curology. It's a really good brand just because it is a dermatologist founded it, so it's made by a dermatologist, and it's like you have your own dermatologist but online, because you can message them.
Yeah, so they have doctors like prescribe you like medicate whatever you need.
Yeah, and you can ask any questions you want. You can ask to have stuff in your prescription, you know, if they think it's like suitable for you. And so
she was telling me about this and like what she's been using lately, and so I just renewed to try out, because her skin, you guys, is literally flawless. It's like if you guys look it up close, like you have like no pores. I need to get on that. So it was super easy. I just like renewed, and then I messaged them and said like, this is what my sister is using and I want to try that. And they were like, they did it. They just like did what I asked.
And you can like ask them to prescribe you more things. Like I told her to get on spironolactone too, and like they can prescribe you that. But yeah, and also for affordable wise, it is pretty affordable. You might think it might seem a little bit expensive at first, but if you were to buy all the ingredients and your products separately, it's gonna be more than that. So honestly, it's a pretty good price.
Yeah, because it seems like when they sent me like the routine they want you to follow, it's literally just like you need your daily moisturizer,
which you can
your
buy
formula and another like moisturizer, and then obviously like a cleanser.
Yeah, and you can buy all those separately if you have already like your favorite sunscreen, because I know sunscreens are very picky. I honestly don't love their sunscreen that much just because it's not tinted. But yeah, so I just think the formula might seem a little expensive, but it's really not, because you're about to buy like retinols and all that stuff. It's gonna be pretty expensive.
So go check it out, because it definitely like helps, like,
yeah, not
it's helped so many people clear their
it
skin.
should be.
I remember it helped me back then, so I'm excited to try it out with like a fresh formula. Do either of you get anxiety attacks or panic attacks?
We both do. I think we both got, you know, sadly born with some anxiety. Well, I don't honestly know if we were born with it or
okay, but that sounds terrible. Okay, we're not gonna get into that, but let's just say that
you should go to therapy is what we're trying to say. Sister therapy.
So I've also been like open about how like I have emetophobia, and that's like been like, I feel like a leading cause for a ton of my anxiety, which is like the fear of throwing up. Like it's just affected my life in so many aspects. But I feel like on top of that, like I just am a very anxious person. I feel like I've grown to like learn how to like deal with that anxiety and like what ways I can calm myself down. I don't know about you.
No, yeah, I've gone through definitely all of the above when it comes to those, but I think it's just like fixing, I don't know, a lot for me was just fixing the environment I was in to just kind of reduce that stress and anxiety, but obviously it's still there. I think, you know, going to maybe therapy can help and stuff like that, or getting on medication. I've been recommended both, but I haven't really done either, so I probably should, so I'll get back to you.
I've tried anxiety meds, and I feel like I didn't personally notice a difference, and now I have like some other ones that I take like as needed. I'm kind of weird. Like I feel like I never really noticed the effects of medications in general. Like I don't feel like I like notice them affecting me. So like I feel like I take it just as like the placebo, like, oh, this is supposed to calm me down, but like I literally don't know if it affects me. That's besides the point. But I feel like maybe talking to your doctor and trying a medication if it's something that's really severe for you, because I know that can help so many people, and I have friends that swear by like getting on a medication. So there's that. And then also like I feel like there's self-help books. Like I started a book for my emetophobia ordeal that I deal with, and I feel like that's helped me learn some like coping mechanisms and things to do to like calm myself down. So I feel like those are things. I feel like a lot of breathing techniques like can help if you're having like a panic attack. Okay, we're gonna combine two questions. So someone asked what red flags are in men, and then someone else asked the biggest pet peeve that we have in men. Sarah said she had a lot, so we're gonna let her just take
it's gonna be like hate on men video.
Okay, I'll let you take the stage. I feel like I have some red flags. I don't know if I have like pet peeves coming to the top of my mind yet.
I hate guys who are stuck up. Oh my god, it's so annoying. And they're always short with like a mustache. I don't know. I don't know. That like, I don't like guys that like act like they can bag like a hot ass girl and they're like literally a 5. Somehow, like I hate it.
That seems more like a pet peeve than like a red flag. Maybe it's both.
I don't know.
Okay, I think my biggest red flag is like when a guy is controlling, and it might just be because I had like a toxic relationship. When a guy is controlling about who you follow, what you wear, who your friends are, if they try to like take you, like if they try to like control like who you're friends with, things like that, I think there needs to be trust and respect in a relationship. And if those things are gone, I feel like whenever someone's controlling, it like leads to that, like them just being a narcissist. But I could be wrong, but I feel like in my friends' relationships and people I've seen and like talked to, I feel like all narcissists seem to have like the same like red flags at first, and it's usually starting to control things, and then once they have their control, then they're gonna start flipping things on you, and things will start to become your fault. So that's like I think that's like my biggest red flag to look for.
Controlling for sure.
Yeah,
I hate like if they control. Like I think it's hard too, because in my experience I feel like guys a lot of the times sound like they're always like a really good guy at first with you, and then they turn into like they get super controlling and they get really crazy, and then it's like sucks because it's like
you're already attached
and you already love them, and then it's like you have to do all this like self-healing to until you're like ready to break it off, because like,
but it's better to get out. I would just like, I feel like that was like my biggest thing when I started dating Sam versus like when I was in that really unhealthy relationship, was that I woke up happy. Like I didn't feel sad. Like I can't even explain like how unhappy I was, and I was just like fighting because I like loved this person, or like I thought I loved them, and like I wanted it to work just because like, I don't know, I feel like you just like want things to work when you're young, and like you think you love, like you think they love you and you think you love them, or you were saying like your first love type thing where you just like want that to work. But like if you are ultimately not happy at the end of the day, if you're going to bed sad or feeling just like anxious being with this person,
or like stuck,
yeah, leave. Like it's so hard to leave, but you're gonna feel so free. Anyways, just avoid that. I think if they start controlling you, just leave. It's not good. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole, or like set your boundaries. You set your boundaries and they don't respect those, that's also like a red flag. What's else? Pet peeves. You said you were at pet peeves. I'm trying to think of anything Sam does that's like a pet peeve. Oh, you do this and Sam does this. I talked about this on a podcast. When you guys itch your throats, that's just like a pet peeve of like Sam's. But like you like and Sam, yeah, like you guys like itch your throats, and I feel like that like grosses me out.
I think I just hate when men have so many standards for women that they don't have for themselves.
Oh, like with like your body count and stuff like that?
I mean, that's one of them, but just in general, like I feel like so many men these days want like a traditional wife without being a traditional man, you know?
I have a basic one. I think peeing on the toilet, if you don't like lift the seat or at least like wipe
so
it.
in this.
I don't know.
When they scratch their throat and when they don't put the toilet seat down after they poo.
That grosses me out. Okay, well,
that'll do it.
Okay, well, on that note, we're gonna end the video. If you guys stuck around this long, comment hashtag pet peeve down below and let us know what your pet peeves are, because I actually want to know. I feel like there's like a million things we're probably not thinking of.
Yeah.
But anyways, we love you guys so much. Here's our post notification shout out. We love and appreciate you. If you guys want a shout out in our next video, you already know what to do. Alrighty, guys. And until next time, bye.